All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is going to be for December 7th through the 13th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you're new to this type of astrology, do check the description down below because your sign might be different. All right, Taurus, so a lot happening this week. It's been a very transformative later part of November and early part of December, and this week is certainly no exception to that. We've got a new moon here in Ophiuchus in your 7th house of relationships. Here on Friday, and on Thursday we've got Mercury shifting into your 8th house of Sagittarius, and quite a few aspects taking place this week, as you can see here in the transit graph. So I'm going to highlight the ones that are the most important, and especially for you, such as your ruler Venus trining up to Neptune, which looks quite nice. Looks like relationship stuff could be activated for some of you. But if you do have any questions about any of this, or if you want more specific detail, do comment down below. And let's go ahead and get right into it. So on Monday, we are finishing up from some energies from the previous week. And this is Mars squaring up to Pluto and the Sun sextiling up to Mars. So these are both very important transits, especially this Pluto one, because Mars is going to be forming this T-square with Uranus and Pluto still this week, and opposing up to Uranus exact pretty much around Thursday. So this middle part. So the key with this, especially last weekend, has been about change. It's been about change with your spirituality, with Mars ruling that 12th house of yours, being willing to let go of any old belief systems, any old ideas, any old like subconscious and unconscious programming. That's often the case that runs in our life, that we can let go of so we can have more spiritual liberation. Now, Mars also, of course, does rule that 7th house of yours, and that's where you're going to have a new moon later in the week. So there is new beginnings shaping up with relationships, but this early part, with Mars squaring up to Pluto here, and even with Mars opposing up to Uranus, keeping everything nice and grounded, working constructively at it. Again, any old belief systems relating to relationships for you, any old actual things relating to relationships, it's good to be open to change with this, and with Uranus in particular, keeping everything grounded, because you've had a lot of motivation and drive, I think, lately, to either get in touch with your hobbies, to do creative things, maybe express yourself in some way, and do the things maybe that are close to the heart or passionate. And with Mars here now opposing up to Uranus, it's kind of like a pull. It's kind of pulling you into the 11th house, which is about group stuff, organizations, community things, where you can find a tremendous amount of freedom. So it's about having freedom here, but not going to any extremes with it, and bringing in your passion into whatever it is you're involved with on that more community or group oriented level. And in that way, then you'll find that, you are bringing your passions into it much more healthfully. And likewise, there is freedom that can be implemented when, both feet are on the ground. So that's going to be an emphasis. And I think it's really, honing in on the relationship aspect of it. And so I think anything relationship related to, there could be some freedom, maybe some breaking free, feelings of energy there. And there's something to listen to with that, and to work at it slowly and constructively, which is this T-square. And the T-square is really pointing towards your 8th house, which is about, openness and truth and vulnerability and all these things that have been transforming for you on a very deep level over many years with Pluto here. So the more open you are to diving deep, the more open you are to transform, to healing, things like that, it really facilitates this constructive energy of self-expression, of group things, and of what's really meaningful to you in life. But the key is to be open to change and to have a healthy dose of, freedom, and really be yourself. That's what this is all about. Really being yourself in that 9th house or 11th house sector of groups and other things like that. So that's going to be the high point of the week, or the highlight of the week for a lot of us. This early part, we do have Mercury squaring up to the North Node, so there could be some learning about our life path, and the Sun is going to be trining up to Uranus, so it could be quite exciting, actually, Tuesday and Wednesday for some of those group or organizational things. Could be good for self-expression and creativity. And there is some healing taking place. Chiron's been transiting that 10th house of yours, so the healing's really been going on with your career or things associated with your public level, in some way. So it's all about being open to that also, this middle part of the week. I don't think it's going to be too much of a high point, but I think it is an important consideration. And then as we get into Thursday, that's when that Mars opposing Uranus gets heightened, as well as Venus, your ruler, trining up to Neptune. So by middle of the week, you guys should be feeling quite easy going, I would imagine, with your ruler here. Maybe things are flowing with the routine, with the daily stuff, maybe with work, and maybe with career as well. So something good to look at there, because Venus does, of course, rule that sixth house of yours. But it could even be a flow of your self-expression, with Venus inside your fifth. So a good time for that. Maybe some of those, hobbies and interests and things like that, maybe that you're enjoying. And then on Friday, we do have that new moon. So the new moon's all about relationships for you. And recently you've had Saturn go in here, so it's been quite grounded, hopefully, taking that stuff seriously, building long-term relationships. So there's something new, some new beginnings with that. And for you, as it always is, it's about what's really meaningful to you in your one-on-one connections. They have to be raw and real, which is Scorpio and Ophiuchus in that seventh house. But it's a good time to reflect this week, as it always is with new moons. Kind of go within, reflect, do that inner exploration, and then as the next month unfolds, the next 4 weeks, that energy starts to move forward. And it's a good time to set intentions. What kind of things do you want to see with new relationships, existing relationships, etc.? So that's going to be pretty much the week there. And then on Sunday, we are finishing up, or we're starting, and we'll be going into next week, the sun squaring up to Jupiter. So keeping everything nice and grounded, but it could be optimistic, could be quite good for that self-expression perhaps, and maybe anything creative also. But I'll talk more about that next time. All right, Taurus, so I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.